Uh, Minecraft. Wait. I mean, Minecraft. I've bought so many versions of this little block building game over the years, but lately I've been reminiscing on where it all started. I'll always remember that small $2 purchase of Minecraft I made as a kid, when my parents finally let me pick up a full real version of the game. So lately, I've been feeling nostalgic for that time. And 1 month ago, I set out on a journey to revisit my first ever version of Minecraft. And that's how I wound up playing Minecraft Pocket Edition, version 0.6.1. I've got a lot of stories I want to tell about my memories playing this old version back in the day, but I'll save those for another time. For now, let's just take a look at my new world. For now, let's return to Ember. Alright, hello and welcome to my world. We're here right now inside something a little bit special. As you see, one of the first things I did upon booting into this world is recreate the first house I remember building in Minecraft. Well, that's not true. The first survival house I remember building in Minecraft. And up until recently, I had a screenshot of this house saved onto my old iPad, but in trying to install this game on there, unfortunately I did lose it. But I have a vivid memory of the the wood box on the left and the nether brick side box on the right with like a little bridge connecting them. So that's what I recreated here. I actually think the original wooden box had a third floor on top of it, but instead I just had to do this weird kind of half roof here with a balcony. And I think it's a pretty cool recreation that like imagines it as slightly better than what it was. There you can see the pig that got trapped in the middle of the ocean. I believe that is the last pig on this world. As of this version, passive mobs do not respawn as far as I can tell. So when a mob spawns in, it's permanently in the world until it just dies. And so that pig might be the only pig in this world. I'm pretty sure it is, actually. Alright, and we take a little stroll along the gravel path. This is a pretty recent addition with these lampposts. We'll take a walk over here. Now you can already make out the castle in the distance. That's something we'll go to in just a moment. But first, let's take a stroll through town. Here we are in my town. And what you might notice here is, well, there's a lot going on. So over here on the right is the lumberyard. I've just got loads and loads of wood all hidden away up here. Full chests worth. Where I go and passively pick up some wood every now and then. I just plant all the saplings and chop them down with an axe, and that's how I build up my wood supplies. We'll come back to this in a minute, because it's a bit, like, it doesn't look that fancy, but this is as close to an automatic wheat farm as you can get, and I'll have to show off how convoluted the process was. This is the farmhouse, where all the wheat farm supplies are stored. You can see here's my wheat. Here's some seeds. I don't get to harvest it often because for some reason every time I quit and reload into this world, those crops on top just reset to their first growth stage. So you see how everything else is perfectly like max growth because obviously it had a lot of time to grow. And these ones just keep resetting, so I barely ever get a chance to harvest it. Happens from time to time though. Alright. This is the farm compound. We'll go back down there in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at the sheep farm, the Birchwater Stables. You'll see we have a chicken here. There used to be two. I have a clue where the other one might have gone. In fact, I suspect that he just went off into the middle of the ocean. He might have been suffocated by the nether reactor plot over there. I saw him last when I was building one, so he might be gone from this world, but it's alright, we've got this guy here, and when they finally add eggs, that's right, there are no eggs in this update, I'll be repopulating this little plot here with some chickens. Meanwhile, over here, you can see we've got my sheep, all nicely grown. Actually, it's great, I'm gonna have to shear them when I get back into this world, because I need a lot of wool. In fact, we were slowly gathering it up. You cannot breed sheep in this game. Not yet. So, I had to gather all the sheep in my world and funnel them along little fence lines all the way over here, across the world. I can show off the path later. It was quite a ways away. And you'll notice the brown sheep and the gray sheep, you cannot get black or brown dye in the game. So those sheep are just naturally spawning because I couldn't get the wool otherwise. So I might be out of luck on getting black wool for the time being. It didn't spawn in my world. Anyways, moving over to the farm complex next. I still need to figure out what to do with this interior, but up here I've decided to do a little mini library. Just some bookshelves on the wall. What's going on? There we go. Some bookshelves on the wall. Very calm and small place. I kind of built this place up just to have something on top of the farm complex and make it stand out in the town. As you can see, we go below. Here's like a smelting and crafting room. And down here is all my farm storage. Now, you'll come out here, and we're in the main part of the farm. So, I'm actually really proud of all this. So, something I haven't mentioned yet. Water in this version can be moved, but only by water streams. There are no buckets. So, what I had to do is, using pipes and aqueducts, funnel all the water to power this farm. And you'll see later where it comes from and why it's kind of impressive that I managed to make it maneuver this distance. But, yeah, there's a sugarcane and melon farm over here. Here's the main farm complex. There's a tiny little mushroom farm that's a work in progress, little sneak peek for you guys. And down here, this is probably the most impressive structure. It's a fully automatic cactus farm. All I had to do is come down here for some collection. And, oh, it's getting late. This does look pretty cool at night, but I am a little bit scared of monsters. Maybe we can make it to the castle in time. I believe this is the cactus chest? Yes. There we go. That puts our cactus away. Okay. Get up out of here, and let's just give you a quick view of this place at night, because I think it looks very pretty with all the torches lighting everything up. You know? There's a very grand view of the entrance to the castle. But let's go inside the castle. We'll be safe in there, so we shouldn't have to worry about monsters or anything. As you can see, the castle is pretty big. I'm pretty happy with how it's looking so far. Here we are. This right here is the aqueduct. So you're already seeing a bit of how impressive it is that it manages to funnel the water all the way to the farms. But I'll show you the source block when we get up there. In here, yes, that's right, I conveniently, by pure chance, built this castle exactly where this water block would be on the center. I wanted to have a water feature inside my castle, so obviously I built it around the waterfall, but I didn't realize it would perfectly line up with the center of my door. And it does, so it just looks really cool here. Come in here and there's the water feature. And here is my chest storage. All my stuff just held over there. Here's some furnaces I have for smelting. We head upstairs. And we make our way into the bedroom. Which, perfect opportunity to sleep. Good, there's no monsters near enough for it to wake me up. That is quite annoying when there's stuff around. I'm not going to show you this room, but this is my planning room. There's all sorts of plans I have for this world written up in there. Then out here we can see the balcony, which goes out into the town. Well, out into the courtyard down there where there's the aqueduct, of course. And this area needs some work, but it's a work in progress. Everything in this world is. Now let's go upstairs to the 3rd floor, which is pretty recent actually. And as you can see here, we've got a bit of a dining room. The big table and some chairs. I did my best, tried to make it look a little fancy. Some windows you can look outside on, but there's not much you can see because of the render distance. And the viewing angles aren't the best, but you know, I think it looks pretty good. And out here, you can actually see the source of the aqueduct. This one block right here goes out down this chute and all the way down into the pipes of the aqueduct, and then that goes all the way to my farms. So yeah, this took a minute. Actually, this aqueduct can technically go all the way to the end of the world from here. But I don't have anything built that far out, so it hasn't had to be connected yet. Just to the farms for now, which is still pretty far away. And I'll say it's a bit of a headache to work out how water works. Alright, so now let's head up here, as you can see the top of the tower. And one thing you'll notice is there's a fair bit of snow here, but there was so much more. This whole area where you can see the spruce trees was all snow. I've been mining it for a little secret project, and for this house. This little house is very cute. This is, what is it I call it? This is the loft built atop the castle stair. Which is exactly what it sounds like. You can go up here. And you can see we're at the top of the mountain, a little loft, a little room for someone to stay in. Most often me, I think. And then down here is the castle stair, which is a little bit unsafe with how the railings are put up, but, well, how there are no railings is the problem. But it leads down here, which leads all the way down to my castle ramparts. You can see a little water feature here. We've got that pumping straight from the source block as usual. And down here, this is a little bit of a temporary setup I had while I was constructing the wall that I haven't quite put away yet, because I do occasionally run up here to quickly sleep and put away my stuff. I'm gonna move it inside the castle wall soon, once I expand it a little bit. But for now, it's up here. It's also a very convenient spot. It's far away from monsters. Everything's well lit up. And that's kind of the castle. You can see the aqueduct here. Actually, next thing I'm going to show you is to do with that. Alright, sorry about that. So this is the last thing I want to show off today. And this is kind of a small thing, but it's right now it's where the aqueduct connects up to this this farm here, and because of that, it's very fancy, but not really, not by modern standards. But you had to break this one gravel block, then floods through and breaks all of this wheat, and then you can pick it up, which is I'm pretty proud of this because of how much engineering it takes to split water. Like, you think water physics in Minecraft are easy. They're not. Take forever to figure out if you're really trying to do it without buckets. Because, yeah, there definitely are no buckets in this version, and that's a little annoying, but I am also very proud of the accomplishments it's given me, because I've got a funnel water here, down here. But this whole area I'm going to transform at some point. I think I'm going to make it into a bit of a water mill slash mine entrance, because right here, this is where I spawned into the world. Now, I don't know how many of you have played Pocket Edition, specifically this old version, but back in the day there was a famous seed 0.4.0, and that's what I used for this world. So of course, the first immediate thing I did was mine the famous diamonds under spawn, which is what you'll get under here. A little set of torches all the way at the bottom there that mark out where the first diamonds were mined. It's actually where the sword comes from. I haven't fought enough monsters to need another one. But yeah, we're not gonna go down there because I do value my life and I don't want to kill myself. But this is my mineshaft entrance. It's very, very rudimentary right now. It's probably the next thing I'm going to work on, actually, is making this look a little bit better. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of a lighting glitch here. And what's fascinating is, apparently, I've tried like messing around with this world to see what happens when I take it up to newer versions. I don't think this lighting glitch ever goes away unless I update the blocks, which is weird and interesting. But down here is the entrance to my mine shaft. This is my strip mine, of course. There's no caves in this version, so everything you see had to be mined out by hand. And I believe there's, yeah, I need to spawn-proof this area a little better. That's a future project. It's a few minutes into the future. Probably as soon as I finish recording this, that's going to be one of the things. And you can see it goes all the way down to the end of the world. And that's in both directions. Oh my gosh, shut up. I don't care about you. That's in both directions. In fact, I'll show it off this way. Now, I haven't finished mining all these little holes out to the edge of the world yet, but we're working on that. And as I need more resources, I just come down here and I pick a tunnel and I go through like this. And I've been slowly doing that over the course of my playtime on this world and gathered up a fair bit of resources. Actually, I managed to get this tunnel reaching from end to end pretty early on. It was just a 3x3 tunnel then. I've since expanded it, as you can see, to a 7x3. And yeah, here's where I first touched the edge of the world. As you can see, there's some floating torches to mark the occasion. Yeah, it's not a massive world, of course, but it's still pretty tedious to mine through this. Especially, you gotta consider, I don't have enchantments. Diamonds are exceptionally rare. I like to use iron a lot more because it's more plentiful, and I don't feel as bad about wasting iron than I do, you know, as much as I do about wasting diamonds. Yeah, it's interesting to think about how long it takes to do something like this. Oh, okay. Almost closed the door behind me. Fine. So this is my chest room. There's still a lot to be done here, but for now I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. As you can see, I've got chests upon chests upon chests here, and I believe this is my cobblestone chest area. Like, click a chest that's not empty. Yeah, this is my cobblestone chest area. And on the other side are all the other resources, because I'm sure you can realize the underground's kind of barren, which is great. It means I can just collect everything in a small amount of chests, because everything stacks. We've only got stone, gravel, and dirt, and of course, gravel gives you flint sometimes. I've got a decent supply of flint as well. But other than that, the only thing you'll find down here are ores. Yeah, I've got everything nicely organized here, and I bring all my ores upstairs. But yeah, there's one last thing about this world that I want to share. So, this is the Soot Mines Foundation. Because, of course, Return to Ember is the name of this world, and figured the Soot Mines would make sense for that. Sort of a fiery theme going on. But what I've been wondering is maybe I can include you guys in on this. So, all the founding members, all the people who watched this first video, I think I might put like, names up on a sign here or something like that, like mark the occasion. And then as this monument in the middle develops and just bigger and bigger, we add people to different parts of it, and like you can track how early you stumbled on this channel or anything like that. Of course, it's entirely possible no one makes a comment, but if you want to make yourself appear on this foundation, well then you should leave a comment down below. Just say something nice or something rude. I don't really mind. And then I'll throw you on here. And yeah, I think it'd be a neat way to mark the progress on this world as I delve deeper. Because, oh yeah, I'm gonna be stuck in this world for a while. 1 month was not enough time to fulfill all my goals, and definitely going to keep working on stuff in this world, and I hope you look forward to that. In fact, I think I will be posting a progress update about once a month, so look forward to that. Bye.